right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Monday Motivation. Hope you're looking forward to another wonderful week. So, we've been having a lot of great conversation. And today, I want to talk to you about really the stages of your journey. More specifically, the 5 stages of your journey. And I'm surprised I didn't bring this up before because I see it happening repeatedly. I see you going through these stages, and you need to know that it's a natural thing. It's a natural thing when you start any journey, right? Any journey to success in any area. You are going to go through these 5 stages of achieving any goal, right? And the more you understand this, the more you'll see that what you're going through is completely natural. And that you are exactly where you're supposed to be, because in order to get to the next step, well, you got to be there, right? You start off a journey, and you start off with unbridled enthusiasm, right? You're just so excited to get going, and just like I see my clients on my onboarding call, my new clients, and you're excited because you have. You have hope that, hey, this time is going to be different. Something is going to be different. And I'm going to achieve this goal. I'm going to lose that 50 pounds. I'm going to lose the 100 pounds. I'm going to get off these meds. I'm going to get my blood sugar under control. I'm going to get healthy. And you start to look forward to the life ahead, to that future vision I ask you to think about. What is that future vision? And it looks so bright. Because you haven't started yet, and things look so bright. You haven't done anything yet. And that's okay. So, the first stage of your journey is what we call uninformed optimism, right? The first stage of any journey is uninformed optimism. Because you're excited and you're hopeful and you've got optimism. But you don't really know what it involves yet. You don't know what it takes yet because you haven't gotten down in the mud yet, right? You haven't gotten your hands dirty yet. So you still have that uninformed optimism, right? Where things look great at the end. Things look, yes, I can do this. And rightfully so. This is a stage where the motivation is high, right? But soon, that weeks pass and that optimism kind of fades, right? As you get into the work, you realize that, hey, this is going to be work. So you come to face with the obstacles and the challenges that you will face along your journey. And now reality sets in. This is stage 2. Reality sets in. Stage 2 is informed pessimism, right? Stage 2 is informed pessimism. Because now you know that, hey, this is going to be work. It's not going to be all, rosies and sunshine. There's going to be some rain. There's going to be some storm. I'm going to have to get through the storm. There are going to be some rocks I'm going to have to navigate, right? There are going to be some obstacles I'm going to have to jump over, hop over, go under. I'm going to have to do some work. I'm going to have to do something. So, you start to procrastinate. You start to, second guess yourself. Did I make the right decision? I don't know. I'll keep going. I don't know if I made the right decision though, right? So that uninformed optimism turned into informed pessimism. I don't know. I don't know about this. I don't know if I can do this. But you see, you're not even at the worst part yet. You're just entering the worst part. The worst part of your journey is stage 3. Stage 3 is what we call entering the valley of despair. I've talked about this with my clients some time. The valley of despair is where your expectations and reality don't line up. So there's a gap between expectation and reality. That is the valley of despair. This is where you start regret starting, right? You say, "Hey, coach, it's been 3-4 weeks, and I'm not seeing anything. I haven't noticed any weight loss. The scale isn't moving. I'm doing all the right things, but I don't see anything happening. I should see something. It's 2 weeks. Right? You're in the valley of despair. You start to have some regrets. You start to have some doubts. This is where the desire to quit is greatest. In the valley of despair. Because chances are things aren't going as rosily as you thought they would be. Chances are you're not as far along as you thought you would be. And it's not a very pleasant place, right? You've been at this for weeks now, maybe even months, and you're not where you want to be yet. Well, why is that? Well, shouldn't I have been further? You promised me that this would be happening. I'd be losing weight. I'd be getting results, but I don't see anything happen. Oh, by the way, I did lose 2 inches around my waist, but the scale isn't moving. Right? So you start thinking that you should be successful by now. You should be much further along than you are by now. You're tired, you're bored. Hey, I'm done with this. Right? This is hard. This is work. This sucks. Maybe I should just give up. Maybe I should just quit. This isn't for me. I got too much stuff going on right now. I'm just not in the right headspace to do this. It's like why did I do this anyway? It's like, I can't really afford this. Why did I spend the money? The money isn't really there. I need the money for other things. My kids need the money. My family need the money. And I can't afford to be spending all this money on this, and it's not even working. This is the valley of despair, right? This is where the desire to quit is greatest. This is where you start coming up with excuses. This is where you start allowing your obstacles to become excuses for giving up on yourself. But here's the thing, guys. This is the darkest part. This is your darkest hour. You know the phrase, it's darkest right before dawn. Right? You got to go through the darkness in order to get to the light. And you see, you got to go through the valley of despair in order to come out to the other side. But come out the other side, you will. You will come out the other side if only you keep moving forward. Doesn't matter what the obstacles are. If only you keep moving forward. It is never dark forever. Even the dark ages turned into a new age. It is never dark forever. The night is never forever. Winter never lasts forever. If there is winter, you can guarantee there will be spring. That is just the way of the universe, my friends. Nothing lasts forever. Change is the only thing that you can be certain of, that things will change. So your situation will change. It won't last forever. Because when winter comes, spring can't be far behind. So as you keep moving forward, yes, the winter might be harsh, but know that you are moving towards spring. With every step you take, you are getting closer and closer to spring. Every day that goes by, you are closer and closer to the sunshine, to flowers blooming, to better times, to the results you're after. The valley of despair is your darkest hour, but it is also when you are closest to your goal. Because with every step, that takes you to the next stage. That next stage is hopeful realism, or I like to call it informed optimism. Right? You've climbed out of the valley of despair and you're on your way to your goal. You're no longer down in the valley. You'll make it up the side of that mountain, up to the peak where everything looks better. The view is much better at the top. But hey, you've made it out of the valley. And now you're heading up to the peak. You're making progress. That's where I get a message from my client. Hey coach, I'm no longer at a plateau. I just lost 5 pounds. Right? It's been 6 weeks, but I'm no longer at a plateau. Or it's been 4 months, but I'm no longer at a plateau. Because I've been moving forward. Right? You have renewed optimism. The work, you don't dread the work anymore because you know it's taking you where you want to go. Right? You know that it takes time. And all the things that you've gone through, you know that there's a reason behind it. It's made you stronger. You can see the light at the end of the tunnel. You know that you're on the right path. So even if you should slip back down into the valley of despair, you know you can get out. You know when that next plateau shows up, you know you will get through. Because if you keep putting one foot in front of the other, one step at a time is good walking. You know that if you keep committing to eating the right foods in the right amounts at the right time, you're going to get there. If you commit to your water, if you commit to keeping those starchy carbs early in the day, if you commit to eating balanced meals consistently over the course of the day, you're going to get there. You know you're building healthier hormones, you're optimizing your metabolism. You know that everything you're doing is getting you there. Because you're moving up the side of that mountain. And with every step, you come closer and closer to that peak, to that future vision that you're creating. This is the journey of your life, my friends. This is the journey that you will go through no matter what you're undertaking. You can't skip any of these stages. You got to go through them. You got to go from uninformed optimism to informed pessimism, down to the valley of despair. But out the other side is informed optimism, where you see the light at the end of the tunnel and things start moving in your direction. To finally you get to that pinnacle of success. This is your journey. You got to go through it. But you see, the more you understand it, the more you'll see that with every step, you are one step closer to realizing your goal. And if you were to give up, you will never know how close you were. You may just be one step away from stepping over that plateau. Stepping over that line that takes you out of the valley of despair and up the side of that mountain to your fulfillment. With every step, you come closer. So remember, keep moving forward. One step at a time is good walking. You got to go through the stages of your journey. You can't skip any of them. But just know that with every stage you go through, that brings you closer to the next one. Because winter never lasts forever. These are the seasons of your life. These are the seasons of your journey. If winter comes, can spring be far away? Not likely. I hope this has been helpful.